Yeah, no, seriously. I gotta read this to you guys. I don't think you know how to read resumes. I told Work BC that I was given another chance, and it pretty much looks like they're gonna screw up one more time. And I said, hey, can you believe that nobody's ever asked me about the two first employers on my resume? Nobody's asked me questions during interviews. Wow, they were surprised, and then they followed up with not asking questions about it. They said, "Oh, your resume is pretty impressive. We can't fund anything because we need to keep the pot for our pension." I don't know what it is, but nobody advocates to go the extra mile for unemployed people there. Now, I'm not unemployed with these two first organizations I'm going to read you about, but they don't pay because we're in the Anthropocene. The people primates continue to break their own cultures. But I'll just read you what it says, okay? Just I don't think you guys know who you're dealing with. Humanix Academy, a philanthropic pursuit, 2010 to present. Wow! 15 years, deja? Humanix Thinking Tools Training. Sports coaching, for example, badminton, safe bicycling. Outdoor leisure guide, for example, hiking, caving, kayaking, camping. I didn't say I was certified in certain things, but I've done a lot of these activities that I can support somebody that, let's say, could be hired for certain activities like that. Tutor, example, mathematics, social sciences, academic planning, self management, language, efficient communication, career planning, family planning, various sciences, etc. Employment counselor. I guess they didn't want to talk about that. Secular officiant celebrant, child care specialist, example, early learning, quality education consultant. Too bad we don't have a BC Ministry of Education. Community building, volunteer counselor, land and mammal psychologist. This is weird. Nobody ever. People are a mess, including people that sometimes have jobs and that interview me for things. They're a mess, and yet nobody takes advantage of this volunteer counselor thing. Land mammal psychologist. Nobody's ever challenged me on that either. I don't think they know what land mammals are. Freelance writer. I think I've proven that with a lot of writing, but I don't, write books and get paid. And in fact, I said a long time ago that if I do write a book, the proceeds go just to pay for the printing of it or the work done by the publishing house that I would not accept because it's too important. And as a culture repair, I'm kind of role modeling what philanthropy truly is. Lead mediator. Okay, conflict resolution, lead mediator. People take advantage of it, and nobody does. And some of the conflicts I've been a victim of while I could be asked to be a mediator. Design and implement research projects. Oh man, I've done a lot of that. The Accountability Task Force of Philanthropic Pursuit, 2017 to present. 8 years. Deja? Personality retrainer, labor relations specialist. And, there's a lot I want to teach the BCGEU when we go to the Human Rights Tribunal. Accountability enforcer, driver safety public speaker, advocate for children, advisor in advanced communication, cultural assessment repair, conflict resolution, critical thinking, problem solving, and metapsychology, which I define here as observing and knowing our own selves. This is who has been passing in all of these communities in BC for the last few years and has been ignored and labeled a loser instead.